Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're taking a close look at the global coffee market. It's been surprisingly volatile lately. We'll be using the latest reports specifically from today, July 26th, 2025. Our mission, really, is to figure out why prices just took such a sharp turn, what's actually brewing behind the scenes, and, what it might mean for you.
It's definitely a fascinating snapshot. You're seeing supply and demand play out in real time, especially with all the recent shifts in global agriculture.
Okay, let's dig in then. So, global coffee prices were up for 3 straight days, and then boom, today, July 26th, a pretty big drop.
Yeah.
What happened? What triggered that?
Well, the immediate thing seems to be Brazil's coffee harvest for 2025, 2026. It's moving incredibly fast. They've already hit 84% completion.
84%.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's ahead of last year, which was 81%, and definitely ahead of the 5-year average of about 77%.
And why so fast?
It seems dry weather really sped things up, just accelerated the whole collection process.
Right, okay. So a big flood of supply coming online quickly from the world's biggest producer. That usually pushes prices down.
Exactly. That's the classic supply-demand pressure right there. And it's across the board. Robusta harvesting in Brazil is almost done, like 96%. And Arabica's at 76%. Both are way ahead of schedule compared to recent years.
Okay.
Plus, we're also seeing, more supply coming out of Indonesia, too, adding to the pile.
Okay, but here's where it gets kind of interesting, maybe a bit confusing. Domestic coffee prices over in Vietnam, the Thanh Nguyen region, they actually fell today. But on the London Exchange, September, Robusta prices were down, sure, about 3.6%, but the November contract price went up by over 3%. How does that work? Seems counterintuitive.
Yeah, that's a great point. It really highlights the difference between immediate market conditions and future expectations. So yes, there's pressure from the current Robusta supply coming out fast, but there's also this underlying support, particularly from Vietnam, which is a huge Robusta producer. Local buying there has apparently been quite strong, and BMI, Fitch Solutions Market Intelligence Group.
Respected forecasts?
Right. They actually just raised their 2025-2026 forecast for Vietnam's crop by about 5.2%. They're citing really favorable weather conditions there.
Okay, so even with Brazil flooding the market now, some analysts are looking ahead and feeling pretty confident about Vietnam's future production. Interesting. But it's not all about supply, is it? There's a pretty big demand-side worry looming large, too.
That's absolutely right. If you sort of step back and look at the bigger picture, there are growing concerns about a potential U.S. import tariff. We're talking possibly 50% on Brazilian Arabica coffee, and it's supposed to start August 1st. That's just around the corner.
50%. Wow, that could seriously hit demand for a huge chunk of the market, couldn't it?
Definitely. It could potentially override some of these immediate supply factors we've been talking about. Policy shifts can really shake things up.
So putting